Right. Right, let's look at question 31 to 35. So we've seen something along these lines here. So you've read this question, of course, that's the argument. So what we're interested in again is we need to start off with how many rugs we need to produce. So at the beginning of October, we have 8 rugs. So we need to produce a certain number of rugs. We want to sell 80 rugs, and we want to have 12 rugs at the end of the month. So the question here is how many rugs do we need to produce? So we need to produce, so the question is what is x? And x is 12 plus 80 minus 8, yes? So the 80 comes over here, and the 8 comes over here. So 12 plus 80 minus 8 is equal to 84 rugs. So we need to produce 84 rugs. We can test it. I think it's good to test it. 8 plus 84 minus 80 leaves us with 12 rugs. So that's the point there. So we need to produce 84 rugs. Well, how many kilograms do I need for 84 rugs? I need 84 rugs times 6. And 84 times 6 is equal to 504 kilograms. So I need 504 kilograms. Right, now to produce. So I'll just change my pen color just so that we don't. So the thing is I have 6 kilograms at the start. So I need to buy a certain number of kilograms, take out 504 kilograms to the people in production, and be left with 10 kilograms. So in effect, I start with 6 kilo number, let go of 504, and be left with 10 kilograms. Therefore, how many kilograms do I need to buy? Well, I need to buy, yes, 10 kilograms plus 504 minus 6. 10 plus 504 minus 6 is 508 kilograms. So I need to buy 508. I need to buy 508 kilograms. So that's the answer to 31, right? Okay, let's look at this question, 32. Good question, actually. So what you're trying to do here is identify what the fixed costs are. So that's a fixed cost because it doesn't change month to month. That's a fixed cost because it doesn't change. Those two are changing. I'll use a different pen color. So let's get the fixed cost first. So 7,200 plus 9,400 is equal to 16,600. So either it's B or C. That's the first point. The question is, what is my variable cost? It tells me in the question that it's either fixed or variable. So I can just add those together. So I suppose we're talking about 825 plus 1320 as a variable cost. So when you add those, you have 5, you have 4, you have 11. Yes, 5, 4. No, sorry. You have 2,145. Yes, we have. Yes, that's right. 1320 plus 825. So you have 2,145. That's 2,145 for 330 units. So I can straight away find what the variable cost is per unit because it's variable divided by 330 units, and it's 6.5. I'm sure you can test it across a few, but it will be 6.5. So your answer here comfortably is C, right? And that's how you find that. Right. So this question, which I keep doing according to the way we do it on our syllabus, is saying that listen, from the 1st of April to the 30th of March, from 1st of April, 17 to the 3rd, sorry, yeah, well, we're going forward, and we want to prepare the budget for the 1st of April 18 to the 30th of March 19, ultimately, is the point here. And you're told that they will get a pay rise currently on what we currently have from the 1st of September. Oops, sorry, I used a different pen color. Why use red again? The 1st of September 18. So from the 1st of September 18 to you're going to have this pay rise of 2%, and that's, I suppose, 2%. 2% is per annum. So you're going to have a pay rise of 2% for 7 months, which is the same thing as 2% times 7 over 12. So the real interest you're really having, the real increase here is 2% of 7 over 12 times, because you're not getting 2%, you're really getting 2 times 7 divided by 12. So you're getting 1.16. That's what you're really getting, 1.166 recurring percent. That's the point. So that's pretty done. Let's do it. So you now have 9,345,600. And we need to multiply this, of course, by the, because either you find 1.16% of this and add it onto it, or you just multiply the whole thing by 1.01166. That's pretty much it. And if you do that, you should get 9,345,600. You should get this figure here, 9,454,632. That's really the point here with that. So the way to do this is always take the amount, actually get the actual rate of interest. This is per annum. You're only getting it for 6 months, and now you can apply that to your figure. Okay, great stuff. And that's 33. Now 34, using simple linear regression, we know the total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. We know this is A, we know this is BC, we have A of 78, we have B of 1.3 times what happens when there are 92 units. So we're interested in what this total cost is. 1.3 times 92 is 119.6. Add 78 to that, and then you have £197.60. Takes us to D. Then question 35. Again, we're back onto learning curves. So it tells us to make the very first unit, you needed 23 minutes. 23 minutes to do that. This was the total, and as well as being the average, 23 minutes. So again, when I make the second, if we double the units, the average time falls. The average time of making one of these units falls to 80% of what it was previously. So basically 23 times 0.8. When I make the fourth, when it doubles again, this falls again to 23.0 times 0.8 times 0.8. And when we get to 8, we basically have 23 times 0.8 times 0.8 times 0.8. This question is asking, how long would it take to make the first 8 units? So it wants the total, this is the average time to make one of these units. So, well, if I know what the average time to make one of the units is, so I just need to multiply that by 8. So in essence, this is the average time. Let's just find this for just to make sure we're happy. So 23 times 0.8 times 0.8 times 0.8 is 11.776. This is the average time to make one of these units. So the total time to make those 8 units would be to multiply that by 8, and I have 94.21. Great, and that brings us to the end of that next set of 5 questions.